So hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So on today's show, I'm going to talk about a very hyped up car detailing product over the past year or two, and that's Bead Maker from a company called P&S. So Bead Maker is a paint protectant. Essentially, it's a spray-on paint sealant, and there's a lot of claims around this product. So we're talking about ease of use, quick application, 1 to 3 months of protection, a very slick surface, some of the slickest stuff that I've ever tested in my life, and also a lot of hydrophobic properties, hence the name Bead Maker, and of course built-in UV protection. So while I was at the RAG company headquarters up in Boise, Idaho in the United States in the last month or two, well, I was able to test Bead Maker for the first time. So this video is essentially my reaction to seeing this in action for the very first time. You're going to see me use this with the professional detailers over at the RAG company, including Levi and Anthony. So they're pro detailers over at the RAG company. And also the cool thing, expect more videos on Bead Maker, including my full review and tutorial about this product coming up. I want a conference call with Bob and Dave Phillips. They're brothers and owners of P&S Detailing Products. So the cool thing about this, well, Dave is a chemist and has a specialty in surface tension, so he knows everything about paintwork and how to make a product very hydrophobic. So I'll be geeking out with him in a conference call and reporting all those findings to you guys, and of course giving you awesome tips and tricks on how to use this. So Bead Maker is absolutely incredible. Some of the best spray-on paint sealant, or the best paint sealant that I've ever tested. And ultimately the gloss is insane, but the eggshell type finish, I don't know how to describe it, but the slickness and smoothness it leaves on the paintwork is second to none, believe me guys. By the way, I'll include links to the products in the description down below for you guys to check them out. But yeah, that's it. I hope you'll enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. You guys have been talking a lot about Bead Maker.
We have been talking a lot about Bead Maker.
Is that a hyped up product, or is that the real deal? Because I feel like
there it is right there.
Are you guys serious?
I kind of want you to try it for yourself, and you can tell us if you think it's hype, because apparently it's the hype product of 2018. But
I'm gonna be brutally honest though.
I know you are.
You guys know me.
I know
if I like
are.
something, I'm gonna show it. If I don't, you guys are gonna hear about this. You think this will stand the test?
I think you're you're gonna be pretty impressed with it. I think you're pretty impressed.
Is there any way we can use like a panel or towels? What towels do you guys use for that, by the way?
Absolutely. Let's go over here.
I feel like a kid in a candy store. Look at all these towels.
We have a couple options to choose from.
So we can choose whatever we want, right?
You can choose whatever you would like. I have some recommendations though to make.
Which ones would you recommend for this?
So for Bead Maker, typically you'd want to go for a mid-pile towel. You know, you can use a low-pile towel, you can use a high-pile towel if you want to use that, but somewhere right in the middle is pretty good. So anywhere from 300 to 500 GSM is typically what most people like to use.
Yeah, I don't want anything too plush, too thick.
Okay.
Something that'll make me feel the slickness, if there is, because this is a spray-on sealant kind of product?
Yeah, it's a polymer sealant.
Okay, so let's use something. What would you recommend then?
In my opinion, I think the Creature would be a great option to go with
for this
particular application.
Black,
blue. So we have 4 colors: black, blue,
nice.
green, and gray.
Let's go for a gray Creature.
Yeah, so we'll use that. And what's nice about this is it's dual pile. So basically you have the best of both worlds. So you'll have your plush side with your longer fibers, and on the back side of that you have your shorter pile side.
Beautiful.
To where you have a little bit more of aggressive wipe if you want to do it that way. So yeah, I say we grab this towel, take that,
Anthony. I'm
head outside.
All right, guys. So I'm with Anthony, and these guys are so hardcore. They want to prove to me just how effective the Bead Maker is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and prep the hood properly. So we're gonna use a polisher, a Roops foam pad, and the last cut. We're gonna do a one-step on this. We're even gonna follow it up with an IPA to have a truly prepped surface, and then we're gonna try the Bead Maker. So Anthony, work your magic. Let's get started. I want this squeaky clean.
We'll have you do the other side, Pan. We'll have you polish the other side.
So obviously, Anthony, you're not striving for perfection, right? This is just a test panel. We just want to make sure that we strip away any previous protection. You can hear my fingers. There's absolutely no protection left. This is squeaky clean, as we say. But we'll still hit it up with an IPA wipe after.
Now, Pan, you want to give this a try?
Sir. This wipes off very, very nicely. So this is the last cut compound. So Levi is spraying an IPA or a paint prep.
I'm gonna spray 2 paint preps. So not only is this P&S, their paint coating surface prep, but I also have Optimum's paint prep as well.
Double trouble.
Just to show you that we're actually gonna clean this surface as best as possible.
So as you guys know, it's to remove any possible leftover polishing oils from the compounding and polishing stages to make sure you have a squeaky clean surface to work with before you go ahead and apply your paint protection item. So yeah, this is a nice clean prep surface.
This is feeling really, really naked. That's
yeah.
feeling pretty naked to me.
At this point,
you
there's
can
nothing
kind of
left
feel it. It is definitely
yeah.
a little grippy, and pores of the paint are definitely
Just by
cleared out.
sliding my finger on it, the hood is moving. That's how grippy it is. There's nothing left on there.
It's a sticky surface.
But it's fine. I like us doing overkill. That way we show them what's, and I want to see too what's the
I got
truth
some
behind
lacquer
it.
thinner we can throw down too.
Light it on fire.
We got some acid. We got all kinds of stuff. We can really keep going, guys, if you don't believe us. So, with Bead Maker, turn it on.
I want to see this in action.
You turn it to
Man,
the
this really
on
is an
position,
every step video.
so everybody knows.
I have to watch everything that he's doing because I
so-
want to make sure this is legit there.
So now, in a climate such as ours here in Boise, Idaho, let me pull out my phone and see what
For
our
me,
weather
it's
and our
super hot.
temperature
It's
and all
crazy.
that. So in Boise right now, it's 94 degrees.
So for Canadians out there, that's roughly 35 degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
It's
so-
pretty hot.
What's our humidity at?
Our humidity is currently 15%. So that's where we're at. So very low
than usual
humidity,
as well.
higher than
Yeah.
usual for us. This is pretty humid for us. We, you
Wow,
know,
I wish I had that
what we're
kind
gonna
of
do with
humidity
15% humidity. So
pretty good.
we're 94 degrees, 15% humidity. Obviously, we're probably a little cooler in inside the building here, but it's still pretty warm.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating.
So for low humidity application, basically, I give it a couple shakes, and then the goal is to get the proper parts per million on the surface. So that basically means you want even coverage.
So you want to mist it thoroughly and make sure you're
Yeah.
covering everything.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I give it just a little bit of dwell time. The key is to do this first initial application. It's basically like a hard coat
Yeah.
of Bead Maker, as I say. It's just like some of the other products. You need to put a proper layer of protection on the surface.
So you can see this as your foundation.
Exactly. And then from here, in your other, every time you wash it, you can use it as a drying aid.
So a lot
Because-
less spritz then.
Yes.
1 or 2 per panel
Yep.
maybe?
Yep. And so obviously the first application, you're going to go through a lot of product, which is why we always say, buy a pint and buy yourself a gallon. Then you can,
These big ones here.
yeah,
gallon
then you
size.
can fill up your bottle with the gallon. So I let this sit for about a minute or so, and then I'll just take my towel, give it a couple sprays.
By the way, to remind us, what towel
This
is
is
this?
the Creature.
A Creature, perfect.
So I just give it a couple sprays,
So humid towel, moist towel,
moist towel,
and your hood fully.
and the hood covered, and then I just basically act like I'm applying it on there, like a wax or a sealant.
Yep.
I'm just making sure that I'm wiping it into the surface because this product does cross-link with the clear coat.
Oh, so that's a cool thing about it.
So I want to be able to have enough product on there, and I just work it in until it starts to dissipate.
And there's some sort of hardeners, from what I understand,
Yeah.
built into the.
Yep.
So this is a serious paint sealant.
Yes.
This cross-linking
There is
means
no-
that it bonds with the clear coat.
And there's
right?
no SiO2s.
There's no silica. Okay.
Nope. And then I just flip my towel with my dry side and just buff it off the rest of the way. But I waited till it's pretty much almost dry from wiping it in so much. And then that's it. Now,
That's all.
if we're doing it in a higher humidity area,
Yep.
we're gonna put less product on the paint and more product on the towel.
Okay. That
We're
makes
doing the
sense.
exact same thing though, but we are doing we're doing an application.
So that's to prevent any possible streaking.
Yeah, so I've done less, surface stuff. You like that? And I'm gonna put more, away from Pan, losing his mind here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my towel.
Wait a second. This, what?
A little bit slippery, huh?
But no, this is ridiculous. This is.
Just wait. It's gonna get better.
What?
Just wait, give it a couple hours. I mean, come on, man.
So,
let it sit for just a minute.
Just taking that
Come
wet
back here.
towel.
You guys don't realize how
And
it just blew my mind. And my viewers know I've tested pretty much everything that's out there. I don't even have words anymore. What the hell is this? It's hard to explain, but it feels like there's the protection is there, but it's more than that. It's so slick, it feels like there's an eggshell on this.
The contact angle has changed so drastically on the surface.
And I can already tell the gloss levels. That's very nice. Is water beading and sheeting very good on this type of product?
Absolutely.
Can we test this? That's always my question. I know I'm bothering these guys, but I want to see this in
We'll let
action.
this cure.
Yep.
And we can do this tomorrow morning. We'll do this, and that way you can really see it. But basically, so what I did was I sprayed more on the towel, and I
can't
just
stop touching.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
Let me do it again so everyone can see. We're giving it a couple sprays, light mist, and then more product on the towel. And then you literally do like the other side, where we're just gonna apply it on the surface. We're using the product that's in the towel to help smear it into the paint. And then we let that just sit for half a second or so, and then we're gonna go back over it with our towel.
Can I try that on the other hand?
Buff it out.
Yeah. Here's a towel for you.
Let me see how that feels.
Get you the bottle here.
And there's, I mean, I don't see any streaks.
Yeah,
there's no smearing.
you're not gonna hurt any of it. You can keep applying it if you want. You can do more and more coats of it.
Layers.
But the initial application, it's instantaneous, right? You can feel how slick it is.
It's ridiculous.
And it's only gonna increase. That's the craziest part about this product. And I know everybody says it's hype, and I know everybody thinks that we're just like making this up, but
guys, believe me, that there's no hype anymore.
I've been doing this 20 years, and this is one of the things that this made me so excited when I started using this, because I literally was like, Anthony, did you try Bead Maker? This was a year ago. And Anthony's
that's one of the only reasons why I gave it a bit of credibility is because I heard you guys liking it, and I know how honest and genuine you are. So I was like, I'll give them a chance. But I'll be honest to say that I thought this was another hyped up product.
Yeah.
But now that I see this, if water behaves on it the way you guys say it does, I mean, this is a game changer. So now, since you've done the initial application, I could just go ahead and do just a couple of light spritzes, light mist on my towel. And this works in beauty.
smells good too.
The smell is awesome. What is this? It's like citrus.
It's like a mango.
I think it's like mango something.
Like a tropical.
It's like mango smoothie.
Out of the park. And I've never heard about this company before. I know they've been around for a while, but I mean, this is
Around for 60
for me,
years.
it's a game changer.
But in the generic industry of detailing, you like that?
He's taking off. He's taking the bead maker. Somebody go get him. We're going back.
Guys, by the way, you guys carry this on your store, right? So I will put the links to this awesome product in the description down below. You guys will definitely see me use this more often on my channel. I'll have to bring some home. It's just out of control. By the way, I think you've said that this product can be applied on top of waxes, paint sealants, and ceramic coatings, correct? So it's a very versatile product.
It's probably is one of the most versatile products, and we tell people that Bead Maker is in its own league of products, right? When it comes to comparing them to other things, I know a lot of people like to compare them to SiO2 sprays, right? SiO2 sealants, other polymer sealants, other car waxes, and they say, what's the difference? And I say, well, very few products are able to do what this product does with its own, basically its own polymer formula, where it has that hardening agent in it, where it's able to cure onto other things. And
Can
so
you use it also as a standalone product? Let's say somebody doesn't want to spend the time to apply a wax or a sealant or a ceramic coating prior. Can they just use this on their bare paint and call it a day?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So in comparison to other spray sealants and other waxes out there, you may not get the longevity that you may be looking for, and we try to tell people that. And as Dane behind the camera likes to say, what do you say? It's a
The star that burns twice as bright burns half as long.
Yeah, so that's a good way to look at it with bead makers. That typically will tell people anywhere from 1 to 3 months is typically what you're going to be looking for.
So
it's
that's
a standalone
real world protection that you can expect.
And that's what we've gathered from all the feedback that we've gotten back on the product. And that's not just off of what the company says. It's not just off of what we say. We've had so much customer feedback over the last few months saying, giving us longevity, giving us feedback on gloss, paint depth. This is kind of all of our findings that we've accumulated.
And can you, by any chance, use this in direct sunlight as well? Because I know not everybody has access to a garage, and
we'll check back in tomorrow, right, with some more footage and follow up with, what's it like after it's fully cured, right? Because we know
you guys are saying there's an increase in gloss right after a couple of hours that this settles in and cures.
Correct. Yeah. So after that cure time finally settles in, and it can be anywhere from 2 to 8 hours. It really depends on your humidity levels and the environment that you're putting it on. But we'll give it the full 8 hours, right? We'll let it sit overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow just to see how it looks.
All right, guys, it's been roughly 15 hours since we applied the bead maker on the test panel. Anthony and the boys at the rag company promised that it looks even better the following day or a couple of hours after it's fully cured. So I want to see the gloss levels, I want to see that slickness, and well, we have a hose right here. So I want to see the water behavior and water properties. So water beading, water sheeting. Hopefully it's, let's cross our fingers, and it's as good as I think it's going to be, right?
I think it'll be. I think you're going to be impressed.
Let's head in. Let's open the door.
Let's go ahead and open this door.
Let's check it out. Feels like a grand reveal, guys. So
we'll go ahead and
let's roll that out.
This is it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll
Already
it.
I can tell the gloss levels.
So guys, this is our junkyard hood. Reminder, junkyard hood. So we'll go ahead and just bring it out here in the sunlight. So go ahead, feel it. Tell me what you think.
Look at the light reflection on this. The slickness level is actually better than yesterday.
Which is hard to believe, right? Because when I tell you that, it's like, it's because that Bead Maker has that hardening agent. It has that proprietary hardening agent that, and it's crazy to think that this is just a polymer sealant, right? No ceramic in it, and it's like glass,
I have never, and this is honestly, guys, I've never felt anything as slick as this. Guys, for everyone who details out there, whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, a weekend warrior, however you call yourselves, the end result is what counts. So the way it looks, obviously the gloss is there, you can see it on camera. What you cannot see though is the feel. You'll have to try this. I understand there's a lot of work behind this product, but for me, it's regardless of the marketing, regardless of all the hype, I want to see it, I want to test it. So now, I want to see how water behaves on this.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and throw water and show the viewers if this thing beads up nicely, if it sheets off. So water should sheet right off, guys, right? So super fast. A hood is well protected, or any painted body panel. If water slides off, well, then you know that there's no porous stuff left. Everything has been coated, everything has been protected. So yeah, go ahead.
So we're gonna start doing our I call it the mist method. So I'm trying to replicate like a light rain basically, and that's the closest that we can get with a hose here, guys. So
hopefully we'll see some nice beading.
We'll see some nice beading, and this is something that most sealants, most waxes should be able to show when you mist a vehicle, and this is what I'll typically do to see if a vehicle has protection, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just mist it on, see how it beads up, and then what we'll do is we'll put like the shower setting, and then rinse it, and then see how it sheets off.
And before you do it,
okay.
This is the first time we're misting this. I'm going to see this live once again. So if it's bad, you'll know, I'll know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Be honest with us,
curious.
man.
Yeah.
So again, we're just trying to replicate what a light rain would be. If you had it mist, sprinkle, if you're in a tropical environment, if you're wherever where you get some nice light rain.
These are like diamond pearls. Look how tight that beading is. Is there any way you guys can get close and have a close-up shot of this? Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Super, super tight beading. Exactly as you'd expect from something that is very highly protected, very slick. You can even tell like the beads want to just roll off.
Once it gets heavy enough, once those beads form and that water kind of collects on itself, that's when you have that sheeting ability, and that's what people need to know, that when water sheets, it's because when it collects as a larger body of water, right, that surface tension, it just slides off. Absolutely. So as of right now, right, because it's yet to collect in a larger body of water, it's just these extremely extremely tight beads. And this is what I come out to on my own personal vehicle after like a light rain, right? And I come out and this is what I typically see, and I'm always blown away. And I'm like, I wish people could see this.
Yes.
But this is the best way to try to replicate that and show what
I'll
it would
zoom
look
in
like.
a little bit more.
Some
really
people
show
will
'em.
stress when they see, oh my God, it rained, I just detailed my car. But you know what? When you see these beads on the car, it just proves everything. Because guys, again, remember, when something is not protected, the water would lay down flat like a sheet and you wouldn't see this beading. So this is a testament to what is cured on the paint, and this is
and for people who are curious, right, because there's a big argument, right, you know, what's better, beading or sheeting, and I tell people that both can be properties of a coating, of a sealant, of a wax. It's just basically, you know, the argument is that what if there's hard water, right? What if there's hard water sitting on the surface? Am I going to get water spots?
That's a good point.
Well,
ceramic coatings do tend to, well, they're more prone to water spotting, let's
correct.
say. Yeah.
And what I like about Beadmaker is that you know, not only has, on my own personal car, has it helped from water spotting from hard water, because we have extremely hard water here. It's about 300 ppm, and so, you know, that's considerably hard. You know,
Absolutely.
500 is the absolute max. And so I park my car next to a sprinkler every single day, not by choice, I just have to. And I walk out and I'm always impressed to see that I don't have any hard water spotting, or if I do, you know, it's in a very odd area. And I say, okay, you know, that was probably meant to be. But I like that it's like that. And the other biggest thing too is, like you mentioned with ceramic coatings, you get water spots on a ceramic coating, you do have to either polish that off, you have to clay it off, you have to try to chemically remove it. However, that's a ceramic coating that can cost anywhere from $600 to, you know, over $1,000, right?
Expensive jobs.
This is a $10 pint of Beadmaker that we're putting on here, and so if you have to polish this off, you don't have to feel bad about it.
The value proposition is absolutely insane. And once again, on ceramic coatings, if you want to prevent water spotting the best you can, you apply silica spray sealants. So those are SiO2 based. But this one doesn't have any SiO2. This is a sealant. So it's the best of both worlds. Can be applied on top of coatings, on top of waxes, sealants as a standalone. And the price, I mean,
yeah, I know.
It's liquid gold that they sell at such an inexpensive price.
I always joke around, I say that they should charge a little bit more. Don't charge more, P&S. Don't bump up the prices,
no.
but
it's
a great product.
My viewers love value-oriented products and that perform. It's not only the price, because the price is one thing, but you still expect super high performance. And I've paid 40, 50 bucks, I'm sure you guys have too, for super expensive silica spray sealants or other type of surface coatings or quick waxes, spray sealants, you name it. And this one is right up there with the top. It's just absolutely crazy.
I love it.
And smoothness, I want to see the sheeting.
Yeah, you want to see the sheeting?
Yeah. Oh,
okay. So guys, we're going to change it to our shower setting. Levi Gates of the Rag Company has joined us.
Just showed up to see this.
For the main show.
That's
so
right.
shower setting on the hose here. We're just going to rinse it off, and this is again flat. We are going to prop the hood up at more of a vertical angle so you can see that as well. So let's just go ahead and rinse it off.
You can tell already the speed at which the water's just sheeting off.
Yeah. Doesn't like staying on it.
No. Super high.
Again, this is at the flattest angle possible. So
and it's still sheeting off.
And it's still.
I'll stand back here to show how flat it is. The hood on the actual car wouldn't be at that angle.
No.
You can just see it. It's just flying straight off.
You know what? Let's raise it vertically and then see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So people have an idea what the vertical panels on a car look like.
And
Look at that. Look at that. So that also gives us an idea of the self-cleaning properties, meaning how easier the car is going to be to wash if stuff has less of a tendency to cling onto the paint or onto the surface, and it's just sheeting off with water. When it's raining outside, you're basically washing your car.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's super fast, guys. Look how quickly all that sheets off. That's it. So again, on an unprotected surface, you'd see that water sheet off very, very slowly. So it takes some time for it to completely wash off because it's more grabby, right? So the surface now is fully prepped. We have that protection item on it. It's fully cured, fully sealed. So the water can't cling onto the surface. It just beads off and sheets off. It's not even a drying towel per se, but I'm sure it'll do the job. So let's quickly show how fast this would be to dry out.
It's a 70-30 420 GSM towel, so it would be drying right now if there was anything for it to dry.
Look how quickly. That's it.
And it's smooth?
Super smooth.
Well, congratulations, guys. We just rendered our towels useless.
What do we do?
Great hydrophobics. Great properties, honestly. You guys weren't lying.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's unlike anything out there at the moment.
So again, I can say I'll be doing more tests, by the way, with this when I get back to my home with Beadmaker, but it's going to be top shelf in my detailing arsenal for sure. You have no idea how currently my mind is just blown away. Awesome results. I mean, we fully prepped the paint, by the way, so we went ahead, we did the compound, we sprayed it with IPA. We even did off camera a bit of acid washing to make sure that it's really stripped away. And then, well, we applied Beadmaker, that's it, no other paint protection item, and you saw the results for yourselves. So you get beading, tight beads, you get the sheeting, you get the slickness, you get the gloss, the price is ridiculously low. Good job. And it's made in the US, right?
Yeah.
So for people living in America or even guys in Canada, we like to support North American products. This is made right here in the USA. That's awesome. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick demo of the Beadmaker. As I said, I'll be testing this more thoroughly when I get back home on my own cars. So this has been an awesome product. Once again, I'm with the boys from the Rag Company. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Also take a second and make sure you click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. So guys, thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget,
Keep it tight.
Keep it clean.
and I'll see you guys on the next one.